We're back for part 2 of our Thanksgiving special. Chuck Jonas.
Z Dupree.
Hunter Mobley.
Still Lucas Mallory.
Still Lucas Mallory. That's always reassuring. Tell you what, before we get into topic number 3, let's go to topic number 4. Do any of you guys do Black Friday?
I do. I will be there.
I've never done it.
Alrighty, let me hear your most. What's the? I'm trying to
When
think
is
of it.
Black Friday?
It's
They
Thursday.
have Thanksgiving.
So it's like
It's
just one day.
Thursday night and
Well,
very
they've-
early
they've-
Friday
It
morning.
used to be. It used
So it's
to be.
like an all nightish morning day.
It used to
Like a
be
miracle
the way
shop.
the way it started was they'd open stores like at 6 a.m. have all these huge deals, and then a few years ago they opened up at midnight. A few years now, Walmart's opening like at 8 o'clock Thursday with deals, and I mean, what's the longest? Okay, you said you Black Friday, right?
No,
You don't. You're a smart one.
never.
I've never done it.
You will once you get married.
I've heard.
You Black Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Married.
What's the?
I'm gonna buy a plasma screen TV for a nickel.
Dude, let me tell you, I got a 40-inch in the house that I stayed in line from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. 2 years ago. Got it for under $230, and I like it. It was worth it.
It was like 213.
And it's all on cable.
I don't care. It's still but it's in HD, and I got my Blu-ray to
It's
it
a
now,
plasma
and
screen.
it's
Do
like
you know what that means?
with
That
the
means
Blu-ray-
it's alive.
Oh my gosh! And Lainey got me a Blu-ray for Christmas last year, and when I finally got that hooked and got the high def cable,
You want to go somewhere to find a lot of Blu-ray movies? Go to Statesboro's Walmart right outside Carmichael Theaters.
yeah, and it's on Walmart in Statesboro.
Blu-rays galore everywhere.
So just start stealing them? Yeah.
But they have Thor Blu-ray in 3D.
See, I don't need 3D. 3D doesn't do anything for me.
I didn't like it. Well, my day is awful. Period. So.
Well, but Black Friday. What's your
As soon as you step in the theater.
what's the
My shoes,
earliest you
my
longest
shoes.
what's
As long
your
as I stayed.
what's the longest stay in line for you actually got in the door, and then and the thing
Well,
about
I don't really shop. I go with mom, make sure she's still safe and everything. 'Cause we go to South Carolina where the rich people are, so we don't get stabbed and tased and everything for towels.
Yes.
oh my gosh,
I know I'd taste some.
People killed each other for towels last year, but
Thank God I wasn't
Let me
taking
tell you.
alcohol.
3 years
I
ago.
revoked that last statement.
3 years ago, I left the house at 10 o'clock
in the morning.
that Thursday,
Oh.
Thursday night before, to go to Walmart
Camping.
to get an item. No, I had to get an item that was on sale at midnight. It was said item that's in said backyard. We'll leave it alone at that.
Your dog.
Then
Bouncy.
bounce.
Not
then-
your dog.
Bouncy.
You have a bounce house?
Amazing.
Amazing. Moving forward.
How come you never shared it?
Left there. Got to Target at a quarter to 1. Stood in line at Target for one item. I was sitting next to these 3 young ladies whose husbands were deployed through Hunter, and they were talking about making up their strategies. And one lady looks at me and goes, "So, what are you after?" One thing. You're in line for one thing. One thing. And I'll have you know, they gave a map out of the layout where everything was.
That's a waste.
It was because they moved it. I got in the door, I kid you not. I stood in line for 5.5 hours to spend 8 minutes inside to get my one item and leave. And I like it. My TV is nice.
Oh,
And when you,
TV was the
I thought you bought a
$5.
bounce house.
I thought you said bouncy bouncy.
You have a TV in your backyard
No.
and it bounces?
monkeys, the trampoline, you morons.
Oh.
Oh,
Backyard.
Hey,
that's
come
not
on,
your backyard. That's
I
your
said
side yard.
No, listen. I told you. No, technically it's the backyard because the front of the house faces that side. But I made the statement. I had to go get a set item that was on sale at midnight. And Hunter even gave you the clue. Bounce, bounce, backyard. Hello.
It was trampoline.
Thank you.
You don't
Because-
have a trampoline.
Would you like to go look and see?
No, I drive by your house all the time. I've never seen trampoline.
There's a trampoline in the
I'm fairly
backyard.
sure I've never bounced on it either.
No, you haven't. I know about that. I know that
I have.
much. You have?
I jumped the fence one time. Coco didn't kill him.
Just kidding, I'm totally bounced.
But Black Friday, I was doing money spent on Black Friday, and I wanted this to change after the election. Last year, $52.4 billion was spent between Thursday and Sunday,
Gosh.
and that was up 60% from the year before.
A billion here.
Matter of fact, I can remember we ordered something for my stepson. We ordered a PlayStation 3 through Best Buy on Thanksgiving Day and got it for the Friday price. It was sweet. And got it. Awesome. You know, pros and cons, because Lane and I have been talking about. There's nothing major, anything we want.
Gas
Now
emissions.
we'll go shopping that day because Rachel thinks it's a really cool thing to go do. I'm thinking,
Protect your daughters and hide your wives.
Serious.
Bring a taser or two and a couple knives.
I mean, it's just
I want to run next.
there's a fascination with it.
I went further than I expected.
I mean, so what's the big thing everyone wants for Christmas this year? Have you all? I mean, we talked about earlier before the
World
podcast.
peace.
iTunes cards.
I'm on a tablet, so I can start buying my comics like offline and take them with me.
That sounds good.
Kindle.
Yeah, like
Fire.
Kindle. Yeah.
Kindle.
Did you ever find your
Fire.
#1 Runaways?
You still have my Deadpool.
Yeah, it's still does.
Kindle Fire.
Yeah, I never found mine.
And
My
now,
movie like that.
shameless plug, Amazon. If you ever hear this podcast and you wanted to give her some free stuff away,
Salute
this
to
one,
I'm pretty sure Amazon's not one of our 10 fans.
you never know. We can ship it to them anyway.
One of our 10 fans is the CEO.
This one is now $159 because the new one in HD with the cameras, one, but still cheaper than an iPad.
Right.
Good night. Even the mini iPad's not that much cheaper than the. But I saw Walmart's got.
Smaller iPad, bigger iPhone.
I said that.
Walmart,
the
Walmart's got a.
iPhone tabletop. Bah!
But Walmart is
It's
gonna have.
essentially a desktop.
Walmart's
You
gonna
know,
have an
you can
iPad
move
for
it.
like $2.99 on Black Friday, but I don't know how many. But I'm still thinking I'm not standing in the line that long to do that.
Like the reason I go Black Friday shopping is because we go where all these like little stores are, like Hollister and American Eagle and everything. But there's this one little store with DVDs galore. That's where I found my childhood favorite, Surf Ninjas
Oh gosh.
on DVD. I was like, holy crap! I love you people.
It's like ninjas, awesome. Surf ninjas, whoa!
It's amazing.
Totally tuned to the right,
Tubular to the maximum.
to the maximum.
Oh, they have everything there. Old movies, nice old musicals. It's amazing.
I've never gone Black Friday shopping.
I haven't either.
There's nothing I really want. I'm a simple man with simple dreams.
I
There's
bet
nothing
GameStop did one, you probably go.
I don't know, maybe.
Probably.
I was like, get Borderlands 2 for $30. I'll take 3 of them.
Especially
That fits the purpose entirely.
since my PS3 just got the yellow eye of death yesterday.
The Yellow Eye of Death, I've never heard that one.
Like you'll turn it on and
Right.
it'll start up, just die. Yellow light, start blinking red. I actually got the discount though. But the bad thing is, it's the third day Black Ops 3. Black Ops 2 has been out.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got it. I was sitting there playing.
Like I'm level 7. Pew! No!
But I was actually level 42, but
Whatever. You get points for reloading in that game.
Wow. I can do that a lot.
Should there fire a bullet, reload, fire a bullet, reload?
Like, what if they had that one gun, like in Borderlands, you shoot, reload, you throw the gun?
Oh, the TDOs or whatever?
Yes.
The GG Struck modules.
Oh, they're amazing.
I'd just be throwing guns, I wouldn't be shooting bullets.
That'd be too easy. What are we shooting bullets at? What are we shooting bullets at?
We're talking about what I want for Black Friday.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Video games, just video games.
I mean, is there anyone that?
Nothing fancy.
But the thing about Black Friday is when they have all these huge mega deals. When in reality, I mean, is it really worth? I can say honestly,
Is it worth your time?
Listen,
is it
I
is it worth your time?
I can honestly say twice it's been worth my time. The time I got my television because it was
It's
under
lasting.
300. It's awesome. I love it. And then 3 years ago, I stood in line 45 minutes at 6 a.m. to get my GPS, my first one. It was funny because the whole time I kept going up to where they had them all kind of where the old layaway section was. You get walking in and people had some game console that was a big one that year. They were running out of those.
There's only like 3 games consoles total.
Well,
I know,
Wii U's come
but it was one that had a
Shut
special add-on. I don't remember what it was.
Y'all see Wii U?
Like the Kinect.
60 probably.
I'm not sure about it.
Did you,
The
Lucas?
Wii U,
Did
yeah.
you see Wii U? The Wii U?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of commercials.
Have you seen
I
the
think it's-
Zombie U game?
Yes, I have. I like the concept they're going with the screen, and like you can use that as your inventory for some games.
I want to like it, but I just don't see myself.
But that's like with the
At all.
Kinect.
Yeah,
It's like having
Exactly.
an iPad.
the more I see the connector, the more I think there's some neat features to it.
Yeah, but a lot of the times it just doesn't work.
Want to share?
That's exactly what I said. Just walk a smaller iPad, bigger Apple.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a smaller.
But with the Kinect, usually times it just doesn't work with some games. Like they try so hard, it just
yeah, with the
doesn't
movement
work.
stuff, right?
Like I saw a trailer for a game that I thought it looked amazing, and this is gonna look probably really bad on me, but it was Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. And I wanted to spend all day Kamehameha people in the face. Like Big Bang Kamehameha! I just like people in the face, but that's not a thing you can actually do in that game. So
That's two different things.
apparently it doesn't work, but if I would have got it, I would have got Super Goku hair.
Super good.
It says Super Goku hair.
Super Goku
I
hair.
thought it was Super Saiyan. They're changing everything, man.
Alrighty, moving forward from that, this Thursday is Thanksgiving, and kind of get into the serious part of this. Lucas, what are you thankful for?
A lot of stuff, I guess. Just like, I guess, where I was born, not being born in like a third world country or something. That's like true. So
Okay.
look at the draw there.
Look at the draw. Wow. Okay.
Not saying being born in a third world country is bad, but it is. It's terrible.
It is. How about you, Mr. Dupree? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for this.
You thankful for us getting together just to
Being able to get together. I really think our troops, like
right?
our army, our corps, everything.
Okay.
Because we're in a free country
We are.
and we can do this. And I'm thankful for the privilege of being here in pristine health. It couldn't really be said because it's kind of fat, but
Aren't we all?
but
No.
Speak for yourself.
I'm just thankful for life in general.
Well, good. How about you, Hunter? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my parents getting on my nerves, because that means they're there.
That's that's a pretty powerful statement right there.
Sounds
Thankful.
familiar.
It does. I don't think I've preached on that, but that's pretty good. Let me ask you this: do you think Thanksgiving is a choice?
Yes.
Like
I thought it was a holiday. I mean, you can choose to celebrate it, but
It's
like
well,
it's an
yeah,
American thing.
make it a holiday, but Thanksgiving itself is it a choice?
They give thanks.
No, do you choose to be thankful?
Yes. Because you can be
You
one of
can,
those
you,
people.
can, you can always you can be cynical all the time.
Yeah,
Right,
You can be one
right.
of those people who's just like, gimme.
Well, I mean, but think about it this way. We concentrate. Thursday we're all going to get up. We bought our turkey. We bought our turkey this past Friday night when we go shopping for the weekend. Got a
Sit down at the
monster
table and
bird.
just start eating.
Tuesday night, Wednesday night dinner table. This past week, we were talking about what's on the menu. Because we'll have a family coming in, and then the weekend gets the weekend around here because of people who do the Black Friday thing. And Saturday we got our festivities here in town with the Christmas parade, and then Sunday kind of we shoot forward. And the next for me the next 5 weekends slap full. Everything's going on every weekend because it's the time of year. It's holidays.
It's
But-
the most.
Wonderful time of the year. But in being thankful, though, it's a choice. We choose to be thankful. But do we? Our problem is we choose to do it one day a year instead of 365 days a year.
Right.
Think about that. We choose. Think about it. There are people. You were here for Sunday morning. You were here Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we showed a video before the sermon, and it showed this family around the table. They're passing around the food stuff, and everybody's talking about. Somebody's talking about, well, they get. This one man says, well, they get number 45, and the team go all the way. And did you hear about so and so? Did you hear about Aunt so and so? And then all of a sudden, it shows the older gentleman, and he's looking around, just watching. And finally, he just puts his hands together and bows his head. And then everybody starts looking. They start getting quiet. And then the tagline was, "Forgetting something." We'll get around the table, but a lot of times we'll forget to say, say grace, or just say thank God. Period.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's a choice. We choose to be thankful. But not only that is, and I didn't think about it until I was reading some notes earlier the other day when researching for the show, about Thanksgiving being a catalyst. Okay, science majors, What's a catalyst? What's the definition of a catalyst when it comes to chemistry?
Something that,
Put it in layman's terms, it's like a springboard for a reaction.
yeah.
Oh, okay, you add, so if I add a solution to another one, I can create a catalyst.
Well, it is sometimes, depending on
What I'm adding.
The catalyst is
like if you put
it either hinders or creates a reaction.
like pure
Okay.
sodium in water.
Well, let me ask you this. Can
Explosions.
the thought of Thanksgiving be a catalyst for our spiritual life?
Yes.
How?
Because if you become really thankful, and it can lead out into you becoming holy in a sense.
You get those Christmas miracles. They're sometimes just epiphanies.
Everything originates to God.
It does. Does Thanksgiving lead to us being more?
Like a Scrooge thing.
Well, does with Thanksgiving we think about gratitude, we think about praise.
Right.
Are those part of the formulas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's part of that formula to make that happen. And then, so we write, okay, Thanksgiving's a choice. We choose to be thankful. Think about it. Because there are people Thursday morning who don't give a rip about Thanksgiving, don't give a rip about turkey,
Jehovah's
chicken,
Witness.
pizza. You know, it's a catalyst because if we're thankful, it's going to trickle down to other parts of our life. But not only that, Scripture says Thanksgiving is a command. We are supposed to be thankful for what we have. We're supposed to be thankful for what we don't have. Going back to Black Friday. You know, I could have easily stood in line 5.5 hours and not gotten my television. Bummed out, yeah, but I get over and move on and go to the next and go do something else. That's the thing is that, think about, we kill ourselves to try to get all this stuff.
Want.
It goes back to the mentality, we want. And forget to be thankful for, I like what Zeke said. Zeke said he's thankful for his health. Hunter says he's thankful for his parents who get onto him. Those are things to be thankful for. I mean, if we were to take a poll of the whole youth group, in our ministry, I mean, how many of them are going to say they're thankful for their health or thankful that their parents are getting onto them? Hey, we see kids in our ministry on Wednesday nights who wish their parents would get onto them, and we take it for granted, and not trying to put a damper on our time, but the part of our getting together is to look at culture, but also look at the spiritual side of culture. And there are more people who are already planning. I've heard people say we're going to keep Thanksgiving low key dinner wise so we can get up early and go shopping.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Just bread and water.
It's all about turkey.
It's all about turkey, but it's all about an attitude. Either you're going to be thankful or you're not going to be thankful, and that's what it boils down to. Because let's be honest, Christmas morning we're going to get up, we're going to open our packages, and since we're all older in here, it means a little more now. But I love my daughter to death. But you know what? She's 9. She's going to open something. It could be 4 hours. It could be 2 weeks. She'll move on to something different.
I want some knee-high socks, maybe some thigh-highs.
Oh no, I'm not. No. That knee high. You're not getting thigh high. That's just wrong. There's so many levels. I'm so glad it's not on video because that visual would just be sickening and then a couple other things.
Like hair poking out.
As we get into the last few minutes of our part 2 here, any thoughts, closing comments, closing ideas we want to share in the next minute and a half?
We got a minute and a half. That's a lot of time to burn.
We don't have to burn a minute and a half. I can stop it right now.
I have closing. Like us on Facebook, watch the podcast, Twitter page coming soon.
On Facebook, find us at 3 Nerds and a Minister. That's 3 THREE, not the number 3, just for clarification.
Let's write and spell things.
We write and spell things. We're pretty cool that way. We got YouTube channels in the works, and eventually we will figure out the whole Twitter thing because I got Twitter figured out on my end. I just can't figure out the group thing. So somebody who listens to this, if they can figure that out for me, that'd be awesome. Hunter, any thoughts as we get ready to close out this?
Please share.
Please share. Yes, please share. That's always awesome. Mr. Mallory.
I don't know.
You don't know. That works safe for me.
Was I supposed to have something?
If you could, I don't know, you could go to your Red Cross and donate because of Hurricane Sandy's impact in New Jersey and New York.
Definite.
Just donate water. You can actually, I think there's a Save New York charity in the works. I think that if you can donate bottled water, that would be a good thing to do.
Georgia Baptist Convention was last week, and they collected 1,500 buckets of hope, it's a 5-gallon bucket that has gloves, repair stuff, water, stuff they could take up there to be used by different people there. So that's a cool thing. So continue to pray for them because they're still in a bad situation up there. And with that thought, we're going to close out our Thanksgiving edition of our Three Nerds and a Minister podcast. And on that, happy Thanksgiving.
So long, farewell. Is that our outro now?
Obviously not.